Scott with SJWellFirec.com, Final Days Report, episode 278. Today's VCAST, we unlock the lawlessness and the beast tech system being implemented in retail stores. But more importantly, we're going to tie this to the AI guide that will measure everything, especially the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals, transhumanism, that is you. And we're going to tie this into ID 2020. The rampant lawlessness in retail stores is by design. We've actually talked about this multiple times, and it is just getting wicked, my friends. Go to SJWellFirec.com. Early days of this ministry, we basically had a VCAST called 9 Reasons for Lawlessness. Again, white versus black, order out of chaos. People are going to scream. They're going to scream for this AI technology to have pre-crime. Let's roll it. If you haven't seen some of these gangs that go in and just rob, it is an issue. This is from ABC News. Let's roll it.
You've seen the videos of brazen smash and grabs like these, often carried out in broad daylight.
It's an absolute threat.
A Chicago area Louis Vuitton raided by 14 hooded suspects, making off with over $100,000 worth of luxury items. A flash mob style heist at an Oakland area Nordstrom. This New York jewelry store, windows smashed in with hammers. Federal authorities and retailers are now sounding the alarm about the growing danger of organized retail crime that is sweeping the country.
They know exactly what stores to hit, what businesses and residents to hit, when and where.
Coordinated groups are targeting stores, millions of dollars worth of goods. Retailers say they're growing more violent, putting shoppers and workers at risk, sometimes with tragic consequences.
It's almost like they want to destroy retail. Only the big, mega super chains will survive. And I've been told they have satellites, probably balloons, that monitor 24/7 everything. They could arrest these people in 5 seconds, but they refuse to. And you need to think about San Francisco. They passed a law, I think it was, they're not going to prosecute somebody that steals under $1,000. This is by design, my friends. And when I first became a Christian years ago, I remember hearing this dream from a woman. She talked about how the mark of the beast was implemented and stores were blockaded with a fence. You could not walk in. And sure enough, this is what we're seeing now. I'm showing for those of you listening on a podcast service, just, the scan where you have to scan your papers, please, to get into the store. And what she said is the mark of the beast was implemented in her dream, and she could not get access to the grocery store. And then she started to leave and was arrested and put on a bus. This is what's going to happen. Now, the reason why I go back to her dream, and I tried to find her exact dream, and I'm going to just play a couple others. The reason why I'm saying this is what drove me to do this VCAST. Let's read from Entrepreneur Magazine. Walmart takes bold step to combat rising crime in retail with in-house police stations. So are they priming us with in-house police stations because of this lawlessness that is happening? And as they launch the mark of the beast, if you need to go get food and aren't marked, you're probably going to be arrested. Now, I found this dream here I'm going to play that kind of echoes what this woman talked about years ago, because it just blew me away how these fences are being built where you can't even get into the store unless you're scanned and or have your papers. Let's roll it, my friends.
Hello, brothers and sisters. It's July 14th, 2022 to Ms. 165782. And I got this rapture dream that I went into a Walmart to get something. And as I was checking out, there was a person with a clipboard at each check stand. I went to pay for my items, but the register screen said that the payment couldn't go through and was denied. I tried swiping my card again and it wouldn't go through. Then the girl next to my register with the clipboard stood up and told me, "It looks like you need to register yourself into our system to make transactions. All we need you to do is scan your driver's license and register your bank account, then scan it into your vaccine passport, and you'll be good to go. If you haven't gotten the new dry inoculation patch yet, you can go to the pharmacy and have it pressed into your right hand or forehead. It's painless." I told her no, I'm gonna leave now. She picked up a walkie-talkie and whispered something into it as I walked away.
I wouldn't call that a rapture dream. I'd call that a mark of the beast dream, a smart mark dream. And if you go to YouTube and just search dreams about the end of days, you will find a whole slew of Christians giving their testimony. Walmart dream, Walmart V, preparing for something, be ready, pray for this ministry. This is from Brother Colby. Urgent dream, Mark of the Beast system in Walmart, and it's other retailers as well. But since this is talking about Walmart and bringing in cops, never forget Sam Walton. Let's read about his background with military intelligence. Soon afterwards, Walton joined the military in the U.S. Army Intelligence Corps, supervising security at aircraft plants and prisoner of war camps. And you think about the logistics systems that Walmart has built in their infrastructure in small towns. It's just pretty interesting, my friends. But again, we did a podcast a while ago, Illusion of Choice, Sheep to the Slaughter. It won't just be Walmart. It'll be the entire Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 companies, these big mega chains. And I'm going from memory, but I think 30% of all groceries, if not 40%, are within mega chains. So they're consolidating, obviously, the mom and pops. Spend your money with mom and pops if you can. Now, here's where this gets interesting. So potentially a cop station at these mega grocery store chains, because of lawlessness by design. Never forget, San Francisco, under $1,000, they're not going to prosecute, so they're allowing this to happen. But here's where it gets creepy. At an NFL football game with the Chargers, they actually launched these AI robots, and they're blinking. And we've done some VCAST on synthetic skin. I bet you they're so far advanced of what they're showing us. And so I'm showing people sitting down watching the game. Let's just play a little bit of these AI robots. I mean, why would they be launching this out? Is this predictive programming? Now, personally, I don't think they need these synthetics to do the Antichrist bidding, because it'll be mind controlism. But it's just fascinating how they're rolling this out. And you need to go back to Gordy Rose, the financier of D-Wave Computers. He was giving a speech and said that quantum computers speak to other dimensions. So they're getting their information from demons, from the fallen angels, potentially. I mean, this is just this AI false god, wicked abomination. But let's roll it. This is wild. I'm showing AI robots walking around the field. It's creepy. Chargers filled SoFi Stadium with AI fans. The blinking looks so real. Just blinking. And for those of you listening, these robots have, looks like a real face, and then you can see their ears are definitely robotic. Here's a video of them on the actual field.
Or a movie. The creator.
So Klaus Schwab said, we'll be able to know your thoughts. Will these clowns be around to know your thoughts? Like what is the purpose of this? What is the predictive programming? Will these robots actually be on guard for grocery stores? Something to think about, friends. Is it a stretch? I don't think so. Again, Gordy Rose, that's where he's putting his money now, on these synthetic robots. But what's the big picture? We have lawlessness by design. We have a cop station happening in Walmart. We have people having dreams of the mark of the beast being implemented at these mega stores to be able to buy or sell. A woman had a dream that if you didn't take the mark, you'd be arrested. You need to have your head on a swivel, and you need to think about where to go to get your food if maybe you have enough faith where manna can be provided it to you. And again, I'm a post-trib rapture person. I do not see a pre-trib rapture in the book of Revelation or the good book. But again, what's the big picture here? What's the agenda? Let's peel back the onion. First of all, this is all going to be about enslavement, and they're going to